A mercenary in a red suit is standing over an open grave, digging up a dead superhero's corpse, because apparently that's the only way left to save his entire universe. Welcome to the most chaotic multiverse crossover Marvel has ever attempted. This is Deadpool and Wolverine, and by the end, two of the angriest men in comic book history are going to have to actually work together. We open with Deadpool standing at Wolverine's grave. He needs Logan, dead or alive, to save his own timeline, counting on the fact that Wolverine's body heals from almost anything. So he digs and finds nothing but a skeleton. Turns out this Wolverine died a long time ago. Before Deadpool can process that, time portals rip open around him. The TVA's Minutemen show up, guns raised. Wade Wilson, one announces. The TVA has an active arrest warrant for your crimes. Drop your weapons and surrender peacefully, or you will be terminated. He warns them he's not alone, then grabs Wolverine's skeleton and starts using the bones as weapons, cracking through Minuteman after Minuteman while breaking into a dance number mid-carnage. More reinforcements show up. He mows through them too, eventually ripping the claws off the skeleton and wielding them himself. Then he turns straight to the camera. Killing these guys isn't actually fun for me, he tells us. I'm not the bloodthirsty psycho you think I am. And with that, he pulls us into a flashback. Years earlier, Deadpool used a time machine to save his girlfriend's life, rewriting his own timeline completely in the process. That detour drops him straight into the Avengers timeline in 2018, right as Happy Hogan is holding recruitment interviews for the initiative. Wade shows up to audition. Vanessa had just broken up with him, convinced he'd never amount to anything, and Wade wants to prove her wrong. My skill set would be a huge asset to you guys. Happy, unimpressed, points out Wade's got no real team experience. X-Force barely lasted a mission. Wade panics. I want to be an Avenger. Everything they do actually means something. I need to show my girlfriend I can use what I've got for something that matters. If I don't, she's gone. The Avengers aren't a team of people chasing what they need, Happy tells him. They're a team of people responding to what the world needs. That's the difference. Not everyone gets to be the one who saves the world. I'm not an Avenger either. I found my own lane. Go find yours. Wade gets kicked out and slips back into his own universe. Cut forward 6 years. Wade's working as a used car salesman alongside his best friend Peter. Vanessa's long gone. On his birthday, his friends throw him a surprise party. Vanessa's there too, mentioning she just made manager and has a new boyfriend. Wade takes it in stride. Everyone gathers for cake. I'm a lucky guy, he tells the room, having friends like you. He blows out the candles and makes a wish. That's when someone knocks at the door. TVA Minutemen are waiting outside. They haul him straight into headquarters, where he's introduced to a man named Paradox. The man says, extending a hand. You're currently sitting inside the Time Variance Authority. Think of us as the multiverse's police force, though honestly, we're not that serious about it. Is this about me breaking my time machine? Wade asks. That machine has nothing to do with this, Paradox tells him, leading him into a control room. You're special, Wade. You've been chosen for something bigger. We're prepared to place you inside the sacred MCU timeline. You could actually be an Avenger. He pulls up old Avengers footage on the screen, and Wade catches a glimpse of Thor, grieving, holding someone dying in his arms. Whoa, why's Thor crying? That happens much further down the road, Paradox says smoothly. Focus on the opportunity you've spent years chasing. Wade lights up. So Marvel's finally turning things around, huh? Guess I'm the Messiah now. He gets fitted for a suit, steps out in it, and turns to Paradox. Before I jump timelines, I want to say goodbye to my friends. Send me home real quick. You're still not understanding the situation. You're never going home, because soon there won't be a home to go back to. Confused, Wade watches as Paradox pulls up his own universe's timeline on screen, decaying, hollowing out in real time. Your world lost its anchor, Paradox explains. Every universe has one, a person whose presence holds the whole timeline together. When that anchor dies, the universe eventually rots away. Yours was Logan. He died saving a girl named Laura. Wade bristles. He'd always assumed he was his own universe's anchor. Turns out he never was. How do we stop it? Universes like this usually take a few thousand years to fully collapse. Wade actually relaxes at that. Plenty of time for his friends to live full lives. I don't like things that move slow. I'm in charge of your universe, and I want it gone, so I'm building something that'll speed the whole process up myself. He shows Wade the Time Ripper, a machine that can accelerate the collapse of any timeline. It's not finished yet, but once it is, Wade's entire universe disappears. I'm done being just another TVA employee. I want to run run this place, and this machine is proof of exactly what I'm capable of. Minutemen close in to grab him. Paradox lays out Wade's two options: go home and enjoy 72 hours with his friends before the end, or join the sacred timeline and become an Avenger. Wade doesn't want either. He just wants his friends alive. So he breaks Paradox's nose, grabs his tempad, and rips open a portal, landing right back at the exact moment we started, standing over an open grave. And those Minutemen he was fighting earlier, turns out they worked for Paradox all along, which is why this Wolverine variant killed every one of them once he showed up. Now I just need to find a Logan who's actually alive, and starts jumping timelines with the tempad. The first Wolverine's way too small, another one's too furious to listen, throwing punches before Wade can finish a sentence. He runs into a variant of himself too, who also just decks him without a word. Eventually, he lands in a universe where Logan's alive and drinking alone at a bar. "You need to come with me. Unfortunately, my whole universe needs you." Logan refuses. Wade tries to drag him out, and Logan pops his claws halfway. They don't fully extend, which should have been Wade's first clue something's off. Wade pulls a gun on him anyway. Logan finally agrees, right before downing an entire bottle and passing out cold. Wade drags him through the portal, thrilled that at least this version came with the suit. Back at the TVA, Wade proudly presents his catch. "Found our anchor," he tells Paradox. "What exactly do you think you're doing? No variant can replace your universe's actual anchor. And out of every Logan out there, you brought back the worst one, the Wolverine who abandoned his own people while they were dying. Unforgivable. I'll do anything to save my world," Wade says. "You're trying to erase it, and I won't let that happen. I'm taking this tempad straight to your bosses." Paradox doesn't argue. He just wipes Wade off the map with his TVA reset stick. Logan demands to know where Wade went. "The Void, and you're going there too." Logan lunges and gets erased just as easily. The Void is where the TVA dumps everyone it erases, the same wasteland from Loki's first season, home to a creature called Alioth. Logan and Wade land there, and Logan's furious, slashing at Wade the second he wakes up. "I brought you here to save my universe. If we don't get back, Paradox wipes everything I love off the map. Not my problem." "Is that what you said? When your own people were dying and you ran?" That does it. They tear into each other, guns, claws, blades, healing through every wound. "I can fix your world too. The TVA can erase mine. They've got the same power to rewrite yours. Let's go back together and fix both." Logan stops. That's when they hear a voice, Johnny of the Fantastic Four, better known as the Human Torch. Wade mistakes him for Captain America and lights up. "Keep fighting each other here, and you're both dead. This territory belongs to Cassandra Nova. Her crew's coming for you." Sure enough, they're surrounded. Mutants the TVA exiled here for being too dangerous. Sabretooth's among them, along with Pyro, who tells Johnny there's no running this time. Johnny ignites his flame powers, but Pyro absorbs fire completely. "To be fair," Wade tells Pyro, "I genuinely thought he was Captain America." Sabretooth turns on Logan next. Wade stops him. "People have waited years for this matchup. Make it count." Logan does. One strike takes Sabretooth's head clean off. Toad activates a magnetic device with his tongue, and because Logan and Wade are laced with adamantium, they're instantly dragged toward it, off toward Cassandra's base. "You're both about to die," a mutant tells them. The TVA sends everyone here who threatens the multiverse. Alioth eats everything eventually. "I know Alioth," Wade says. 5th episode, season 1 of Loki. His fourth wall awareness gives him working knowledge of basically everything. Johnny explains, "Runaways here have dodged Cassandra for years, looking for a way out." Logan suggests they team up and force their way back to the TVA. Johnny just laughs. "The only way out is through Cassandra, and she will never let you leave." They're dragged into Cassandra's base, built inside Ant-Man's skull, Juggernaut standing guard. When the mask cracks open, Cassandra steps out, sitting on Professor X's own wheelchair, Charles Xavier's twin sister. "We shared a womb before birth. The TVA decided I was too dangerous and dumped me here." She frees them, happy to see Johnny again. "He told us everything about you," gesturing at Johnny. "Said you're an unhinged, arrogant lunatic. Total witch." Johnny panics. That's a lie. Cassandra peels his skin clean off, killing him instantly. "Why live in this dump? Because I'm happy here." Logan attacks. She's Omega level and telekinetically buries him in the ground without breaking a sweat. Wade backs off. "I just want to go home," using tactile telepathy, and sifts through his memories. The day Vanessa and Wade fought, back when she wanted him to stand for something. Wade, furious, pulls a small blade on her, right as Logan drives his claws into her side. Doesn't matter, she heals instantly. Sensing Alioth's approach, she smiles. You're about to become its dinner. I owe it rent. She heads back inside, and her mutants scatter in fear. Logan spots a flying vehicle and starts it up, and they take off just ahead of Alioth, crash landing on a distant ridge, where a dog comes bounding toward them. Another exiled Deadpool variant, dumped here just like everyone else. Wade instantly falls in love with him. He's adorable, scooping him up. We're keeping him. His name, apparently, is Dogpool. Logan is significantly less charmed. Another Deadpool variant shows up, Nicepool, here to collect Dogpool. Same as you, he tells Wade, except our version's a whole crew of Deadpools, and most of them are unhinged. Stay clear. Wade explains they're hunting other runaways. Nicepool points them toward the border and offers his car, a Honda Odyssey. Wade wants to bring Dogpool along. Nicepool won't allow it. Logan pries the dog free and hands him back, and the two of them drive off, cruising through the wasteland. Logan asks what Wade plans to do once his universe is actually fixed. Then he catches himself. Wait, you lied to me. You have no idea if the TVA can actually repair my timeline. I said a prayer. I know your world's gonna be okay. Mine's the one still in danger. He shows Logan a photo of his friends. This is my whole world, right here, and I have no idea how to save them by myself, but you do, Logan snaps. You're gambling with my entire life. They start fighting again, claws against katanas, wounds healing as fast as they're made, until both of them collapse from exhaustion. A woman finds them and hauls their crashed car back to her camp. Waking up, Wade finds Logan already drinking again. Someone approaches, and Wade attacks on instinct, but it's Elektra, another Void exile, dumped here alongside Daredevil, who was already killed by Cassandra. Blade and Gambit show up too, part of the same crew of runaways. That's when Laura appears, the girl who led them here. You're the reason I'm alive, Wade tells Logan, recognizing her instantly. This is X-23. My own universe's Wolverine died saving her. He asks the group how they all ended up trapped here. The TVA decided we were threats, they explain. So they erased our worlds and dumped us here. We need a team. Together we can get out of here. They're skeptical, until Wade mentions Cassandra holds the actual key home, and that the only real shot at beating her is stripping her powers first, using Juggernaut's helmet to block her telepathy. The group starts to warm to the idea, but Logan refuses. You'll all die, and walks away. That night, Laura finds him alone in the woods. The Logan I knew was just as angry and just as much of a drinker as you, but he showed up when it mattered, and he saved my life. I think there's good in you too. I'm not him. In my world, everyone who loved me died because of me. Beast, Scott, the rest of the X-Men, they wanted me on the team. I kept my distance instead. I was selfish. He tells her about the night he was drinking alone at a bar, when humans stormed in and slaughtered every mutant in sight. By the time he stumbled home, drunk, it was already over. All he had left was the suit, a reminder that he used to be an X-Man too. We're hitting Cassandra's base tomorrow morning, not my fight. We can't win without you, and walks off. Elsewhere, Pyro gets a call from Paradox. Turns out he's been working for him the whole time. Pyro reports that Deadpool and Wolverine survived Alioth and joined the Runaways. You need to stop them. The Time Ripper's almost finished. I can't afford any risk. Kill Cassandra. She's the only one who can send them home. Morning comes, and Wade leads the Runaways straight into Cassandra's base. Her mutants raise weapons the second they arrive. Wade, Blade, Laura, and Gambit brace for the fight, their team still one man short. Then Logan bursts out of the trunk of the car. Laura lights up at the sight of him. The fight breaks out immediately. Gambit's charged cards level entire groups of mutants at once. The plan is simple. The team holds the line outside, while Wade and Logan push through to reach Cassandra herself. Elektra cuts through enemies with her twin Says. Wade and Logan tear through everyone in their path and make it inside, where Cassandra's calmly sipping tea. You're idiots for coming here. I just want to go home. That's never going to happen, she replies. Two choices, serve me or die. She blasts him away, knocking him out cold. Logan charges her, but she uses telekinesis to control his own arms, keeping him from landing a hit. Outside, Laura's fighting Juggernaut for his helmet and kills him for it. Meanwhile, Cassandra digs into Logan's memories again, seeing the full weight of his guilt. He tells her he was consumed by grief after losing his team, that he started hunting people down out of rage, but that he wants to become the man Charles once believed he could be. He's deliberately keeping her distracted, buying Wade time. Wade grabs the bag Laura threw, the Juggernaut helmet, and forces it onto Cassandra's head. Instantly, her powers lock up, and the pain hits her hard. Send us home, and I'll let you live. She refuses. That's when Pyro shows up, following through on his deal with Paradox, and unloads a full clip into her. I was sick of serving her. Logan knocks him out cold. Wade offers her a deal. Remove the helmet, and she sends them home. She won't budge. Logan tells him to take it off anyway. If Charles were in her place, he'd never let his own sister die. So I'm letting her go, for his sake. Wade removes it. Her wounds heal instantly. She doesn't kill either of them. My brother cared about you, she tells Logan. He cared about everyone, Logan says. He would have loved you too, if he'd ever known he had a sister. This place is my home now, and tells them a story. Doctor Strange once wandered into the void, and she killed him, keeping his mystical sling ring, the same one used to open interdimensional portals. She opens one now, straight to Wade's home universe. I'm not letting you leave that easily though. Alioth's coming for its meal. If you can get through this portal before it finishes eating, consider yourselves lucky. Alioth surges toward them. Wade and Logan dive through at the last possible second, escaping just before it catches them. Behind them, Elektra, Laura, Blade, and Gambit finish off the last of Cassandra's mutants, celebrating that Wade's plan actually worked. Back on Earth, Peter's mid-delivery on a car sale when Wade and Logan crash land right on top of it, totaling the vehicle. Peter's just thrilled to see Wade in the suit. They take off before he can ask questions. Pyro wakes up back in the void, and Cassandra demands to know how he found the nerve to shoot her. A TVA agent named Paradox. He promised to get me out of here if I killed you. I made a deal with him too, and he betrayed me. He's about to learn exactly what that costs him. Back at the TVA, Paradox checks in with his team. The Time Ripper's almost ready. When his cameras catch Wade and Logan, he rushes out to intercept them. How are you two even out of the void? Nobody escapes that place. A portal rips open, and Cassandra steps through. You tried to have me killed. That was a mistake. Using her tactile ability, she digs into his memories and confirms it herself. The Time Ripper is real, and it's built to erase entire timelines. We're destroying that machine, Wade tells her. You don't need to worry about it. You can't even touch it. It's mine now. She flings both of them aside with a wave of power. I was perfectly happy in the void, until you started making a mess of my territory. So now I'm taking your machine, and I'm going to erase every universe there is, until only the void remains, and I rule it alone. She drags Paradox down into the TVA's lower levels. Dogpool shows up, thrilled to see Wade, though Nicepools come to collect him, along with an entire squad of Deadpool variants, working for Cassandra, the Deadpool Corps, here specifically to stop Wade and Logan from reaching the machine. Meanwhile, Hunter B-15 gets word of an illegal Time Ripper activating on Earth 1005, tracing it straight to Paradox. Down below, Cassandra powers up the Time Ripper with Paradox's help and heads down to control it herself. Lady Deadpool and the rest of the Corps attack. Logan grabs Dogpool and ducks for cover, while Wade uses Nicepool as a human shield, absorbing a hail of bullets meant for him. Then Wade realizes Nicepool can't actually heal from this. He tries to carry him to safety, but stray gunfire finishes the job before they get there. Furious, Wade and Logan turn to face the entire Corps. Logan puts his mask on, and the two of them tear through wave after wave of Deadpools, only for their healing factor to bring them right back. That's when Peter shows up, wearing his own Deadpool suit. Every variant recognizes him instantly. Turns out every universe's Deadpool has a Peter. The whole Corps stops fighting to hug him, thrilled beyond words. Wade and Logan use the distraction to slip past and race down into the TVA's core. You're late! Cassandra's already at the Time Ripper. If she finishes absorbing its energy, she erases the entire multiverse, leaving nothing but the void behind. Logan demands to know how to shut it down. Paradox won't say, until Logan threatens to end him right there. The machine draws power from a chamber below us. Two towers, matter and antimatter, feed into it, short-circuit the connection, and it collapses. But someone has to physically connect the towers together, and whoever does that dies instantly. We're a couple of cockroaches. We don't die that easy. This isn't a normal explosion, Paradox warns. Matter and antimatter can't exist in the same space. The second they meet inside your body, that's game over. Cassandra's already draining the machine. There's no time to argue. Wade and Logan sprint for the chamber. Wade tries to lock Logan out, wanting to do this alone. His friends are still waiting for him. Logan's got no one left. He struggles to connect the wires, the whole timeline collapsing around him as Cassandra keeps absorbing power. Then Logan bursts through the door, grabs Wade's hand, and together, they complete the connection. B-15 watches it happen from above. The explosion takes out the Time Ripper, and Cassandra along with it. B-15 arrives with backup Minutemen to arrest Paradox, expecting to find Wade and Logan dead. Instead, they walk out together, alive. If either of us had done that alone, we wouldn't have made it. Paradox is hauled off to prison for building an unauthorized Time Ripper. B-15 tells Wade his universe is permanently safe now, and that the TVA might need the two of them again someday. We left some friends behind in the void. Any chance you can get them home too? I can try. Wade pushes his luck. One more thing, I promised Logan the TVA would fix some of the worst parts of his past. Can you actually do that? I can't rewrite his history. Everything that happened made him who he is today. Sometimes the hard parts happen for a reason. They sit down together and share a shawarma. Dogpool trots up, and Wade lights up immediately. Later, Wade brings Logan and Dogpool to Blind Al's apartment, where all his friends are waiting, including Laura, whom he specifically invited. He and Vanessa quietly start rebuilding what they had. Everyone's finally, genuinely happy. Wade turns to us one last time. Heroes save the people around them sometimes, but the people who actually love you, they protect you every single day. And honestly, nothing in this world beats that.